Hi folks, John Tobis here with Codebusters. I'm going to give you a quick demo of the new test builder and the quote manager to show you how you can use these tools to create your own sample tests for your team to practice with. So what you're going to need to do is head on to tobis.com/codebusters. And the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to download some English quotes and some Spanish quotes to make it easy to populate our test. Well, if you scroll down, you'll see a link in here. Are you a coach looking to create a Division A/B test? Looking up the previously used English quotes. So I'm going to click on that to download that and the previously used Spanish quotes. So if we go and look at our downloads, let's just go look at the English quotes. This is about almost 2,000 quotes that have been used over the past 5-6 years on tests in North Carolina at the national level. And you have the ability, you can go and add your own quotes to the end of it. I mean, like I say, there's quite a few of them in there, but feel free to go ahead and extend and edit the spreadsheet. It's really complicated. The first column is the author and the second column is the quote. No restrictions on what goes in the quote. The system will process them all. So now what we're going to do is we've gotten them in the quote manager. Well, let's get them loaded in the quote manager. Quote manager will manage both English and Spanish quotes separately. So let's go ahead and take our Spanish. We're going to go import the quotes, and we're going to select this file we downloaded. There's the Spanish quotes, and we're going to import them. And now we can see a whole bunch of the quotes. Hoy es un buen día para tener un gran día. So we've got a number of quotes in there that we can work from. And let's just go and load up our English quotes. And we'll load that from the English quotes open. And this one we have, you can see there's 1,700 quotes. Takes a little bit of time, but now we've got all these quotes in here. And if there's a quote in there you don't like, you just simply can delete it. But I'll show you a better way to deal with this. So let's go into the new test builder. You can get to the test builder on the main page, there's a test builder, or if you're in the test, there's the menu test builder. Or if we're at the test manager, there's a button that says build a test. So we're trying to make it really easy. So we're going to say we're going to go build a test. First decision we have to make is what type of test are we building? Well, for this, I'm going to do a Division B short practice test. Notice that says it's going to be 5 questions, and we're going to call it my Division B practice test. We're going to go ahead and put a Xenocrypt. We'll assume we're later on the season, or you got somebody on your team who likes doing Xenocrypt. So we're going to put one Xenocrypt on the test. We're going to have 5 tests. 5 questions on there. Let's go ahead and give us 6 questions. And we're going to let it generate the template. And it will go through and say, all right, for 6 questions, I'm going to give you a Porta, I'm going to be a Baconian, a Caesar, a Nihilist, and a Xenocrypt. You'll note in here, if I came in, I said, all right, what would an invitational look like for Division C? We can generate the template. It says nominally should be 20 questions with 1 Xenocrypt. It's got a Baconian, and you can see a nice mix that comes in for there. We're going to go back to our Division B short practice test with 1 Xenocrypt, and I'm going to go for 6 questions. Generate that template. So it says, okay, an easy aristocrat, a nihilist. Hey, that's one of the new ciphers. A hard K2 aristocrat with a hint, a cryptorhythm, Baconian sequence, a K1 Spanish Xenocrypt, and an Apdash. Let's suppose instead of the Baconian, I want to have a complete columnar, because that's just one of the new ciphers I want the kids to practice on. So I'll do that, and you'll notice I have 3 of them. I can make a special bonus. When you're dealing with a small test, obviously the Spanish bonus is not something you would put on. But now that we've gotten that, this is the makeup of the test. Let's get some quotes in there. Go down to step 3. There's a button, say populate plain text. Boom. It goes and looks through the database of all the quotes you have and say, all right, what is appropriate? Well, it's looking for a quote that has a chi-square value less than 20, 75 to 90 blank non-blank characters. Oh, I like this quote. You can't know a father. They're all magicians, got 2 million years of strings. So I'm going to just use that. Notice it uses the quote, puts the author in there. Let's see for the nihilist. Oh, I don't like any of those quotes. So let's ask for some more. And I can hit that a few times. Oh, I like this. To write well, express yourself like the common people, but think like a wise man. So we're going to use that quote. And by the way, you could just simply type a quote in here, but it's not, there's a better place to do that. Okay, a hard K2 aristocrat with a hint. Okay, let's look at this. When you look up at the sky, you get a feeling of unity. Cryptorhythms. Notice it says you're going to use the cryptorhythms because it doesn't have any quotes for you. I'll show you how to make a cryptorhythm. Complete columnar. If you have a garden in a library, you have everything you need. I like that one. That's a nice, simple one. And now, all right, now it wants a medium K1 Spanish. Okay, here's one. Hay dos cosas que son infinitas. You can see a lot of cognates in there. Universe, a stupid, human. This is a real nice one. So we're going to have and use that one. And an at bash. Okay, we can do whatever we want. Oh, if after let's see. How about reading fills us with knowledge and exercises our emotions. So now we've filled in all of the questions with quotes. You don't have to do them all, but we did them. When we're finished, we say save the test. And now what's nice is it will go and mark those quotes as having been used on the test. But now what we got to do is let's go ahead and clean up the test. So let's go and edit the aristocrat. So we're going to randomize there, and we're going to say, okay, solve this aristocrat by, which is a quote by Kate Braverman, and we'll give it 200 points, and we'll save that, and we'll go ahead and do it to the next question. All right, this is a nihilist. We need to get a Polybius key. So one of mine, Science Olympiad. Well, let's see. Oh, we need to tell them the key when we're decoding. So that's fine. We'll use that, Science Olympiad. And our decode key is going to be work. And now what we've got is, all right, so it says the key work isn't in the question test and Science Olympiad doesn't. So we're just going to say show suggested question test. And we can just simply say, boom, replace that for there. We're going to make this, 201 points. And we can see we've got a solution that knows how to solve it. All right, we'll save that and go on to the next question, question number 3, which is an aristocrat, a hard K2. And let's see. Show the question, replace. And we said we wanted a hint. We're told, okay, the first word is the decoded text starts with when. Just something simple. All right, make that bold, and I always like making it be in the Courier new font so it's real obvious. All right, and this is going to be, I know this is a more difficult K2. I'm going to give it 430 points. And we need to give a keyword since it's a K2. Lots of different ways of finding keywords. There's a word, I like trying to find words that have unique letters. I'm just going to use something. And we're going to have to move the offset. So we've got the something in there. That's good. We've generated our K2. Next, a cryptorhythm. Okay. We're going to need to generate a problem. So what I can do is go into generate problems, but I'm going to need some words. Well, I like going to relatedwords.org. And well, let's see, we're going to find something that is based on trucks. And it gives me a whole bunch of words. All I do is I come in here and I just copy them. All right, we copy those words, come in here. And we're going to only do the A plus B. We're going to tell it to search. We really want to find something that's got a difficulty 2. That's a nice one. Oh, this one here. Tire plus truck equals diesel. Yeah, it's okay. It's not an ideal world one, but I'm gonna take that one right now. Let's see. Tire plus truck equals diesel. So we'll do that. And then we need to give it a word that we're going to want them to solve. So let's see. Like, I like, see what other letters in here. I like, Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. I like. I like Rust. See, I got those in there. So that's what we've got for our cryptorhythm. I picked this cryptorhythm. It's really nice because it's going to be obvious that D and I are 1 and 0. And oh, we got to say, so here it's going to say show the suggestion replace. There it is. And this is 210 points. We've saved that. So we've got that done in the test. Let's go to question number 4, complete columnar. All right, complete columnar is cipher is 54. And we're going to go with 6 columns. And we want to order the columns in here. You can pick you can pick a word, like a 6-letter word. Truth, P-R-O-O-P, troops. How about that? That's a good one in there. And we need to give a crib for it. We're going to pick something like, okay, since it's 6 letters, we want a crib that's going to be 5 letters. A-G-A-R-D. That's 5 letters. We look to see whether the solver can solve it. And yes, the solver can solve it. So it looks like we have a good one here. Complete columnar 240. And by the way, or 249. If you're not sure, you can go under test question guidance or click on the guidance button. It gives you an idea of what it is. But if you're just building a practice test, you don't have to worry about getting the scores exactly right, but kind of getting in the range. So we've saved that one. Now we're on question number 5, Spanish Zenacrypt. We want to use a K1. Generally, we're going to use an English keyword, fire hose. I think that's a nice, keyword, fire hose, and pick an offset for where it wants to be. Now, I typically want to look in here to see, okay, there's the fire hose. I want to make sure that all the letters are mapped. It's a little bit easier for them. So I think that one's actually pretty good. Oh, wait, notice H matched to H, so I can't use that. So I have to, all right, that one looks good. So I've got that fire hose, and that's going to be about a 503 points in that range. We need to tell them, okay, this is a quote from Albert Einstein. Notice that's one of the nice things that the quote generator generates. I just erase it all, show the question text, and replace it. It knew it was Albert Einstein. We're not giving them any hints in this particular case. So we're going to save that. And then on to our last question, which happens to be an @bash. The beauty of the @bash is it's pretty much all done. So decode this quote by which has been encoded using the @bash cipher. So we've given that. @bash is a low 101 points. We've done that. And now we've finished all the tests. We can come in, we can go look at our test packet. Here's the test that we've just written for the kids. Gives us a nice little test that we can print out. If you print it out, and you get the test for what they would see. If you want to see the answer key, you can click to the answer key, get that. Or of course, the answers and solutions will walk you through as a coach how to solve the problems. And you can see it's there, but the test manager, my Division B practice test. If you want to build another test, you can go ahead and do that. One of the nice things is it will not reuse any of the quotes that you put on your practice test. That way there, if you generate more practice tests for your team, you're not going to repeat any quotes that are in there. Well, I hope that's given you a good view of how to use the new quote test builder along with the quote manager. I say you can put all your quotes you want. You can keep importing quotes. You can add to that spreadsheet, import it. It will ignore all duplicates. So there's nothing wrong with doing that. With that, I wish you having a great day.